Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage for the PlayStation 1. We completed the first level, Glimmer, which is where we started all of this, after being sidetracked from Dragon Shores by a couple of people who really need a hero. And we now made our way to the first overworld, Summer Forest. There are gems in front of us, there are sheep to our right, Alora's standing right there. And judging by this map, there's plenty to see and do, I could imagine. So we're definitely going to explore Summer Forest as best as we can before we find other places to go to, and hopefully get some talismans. Speaking of talismans, we got one from Glimmer. There are quite a few talismans that we're going to need, and we're going to need all of them in order to beat Ripto and his goons. So without further ado, let's begin. I don't know what that was. This is what I get for using the Win 10 recorder. And we've managed to find an extra life here. Sometimes you'll find extra lives in bottles. These extra lives are one time only. When you pick them up, you will never see them again. So if you need more extra lives, you're going to have to flame the fodder repeatedly in order to get more. And there are some gems down here. There's one problem. We were never able to swim in the first game because water basically hurt and killed you if you didn't have enough health. Here it doesn't exactly kill us, but we can't dive regardless of how hard we try. We will remedy that. For now though, we are going to have to explore on land until we find a way to learn how to swim, basically.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you go to.
And we will have to earn the trust of every, I wouldn't say every, but the villagers of every place that we go to in order to get these talismans. We will have to do something for them before they can do something for us. And if you talk to Alora again...
Check your guidebook by pressing the start button and choosing the guidebook option to see which talismans you have collected.
I have kind of covered that in the ending of the last video. Does she say anything else?
Check your guidebook.
Okay, she doesn't say anything else yet, but as you go through Summer Forest, she will ask if you need to finding a place where you haven't found a talisman yet. And if you select yes, she will send you to it. But it is a little more rewarding to find the places on your own. That way, you can kind of memorize the layout of Summer Forest. And I forgot to even talk about these things in the first video. These whirlwinds, just walk into them, and they'll take you upwards. And apparently by dropping down here and then coming back, Hunter shows up. I forgot all about this. If you fail on your glide, he shows up and tells you how to glide.
Hiya, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it. Press X to jump, then press X again while you're still in the air to glide. Remember, press X once to jump, then press X again to glide.
Okay, so he just tells you how to glide then. Thought so. There's money bags near some water there. I can assume it's some water. I've played this game so many times. But I do want to go down here first because this is where I'm going to find some orbs. I'm also going to find some frogs here. The frogs will act as fodder, just like the sheep that we killed very early on near the entrance here. Near the entrance to Glimmer. And, let's see here. More sheep. I'll go ahead and torch those. That sheep should give me an extra life already. Okay, we're getting pretty close to getting an extra life at this point. Yeah, we're definitely near some water, and so is Moneybags. There's still some places to explore, and here's a place called Idle Springs. We'll be going there later. There's our extra life. And we have one of these kinds of jars. If you try to flame it, it won't do anything. You will have to ram into it with square in order to break it. Hunter is up there. I'll talk to him shortly. Might as well get as many gems as we can. I should also mention that the different colored gems are different. I have different colored values. Different monetary values. The red ones are worth 1. The green are worth 2. The blue are worth 5. The gold are worth 10. And the magenta/maroon ones, I'm gonna say maroon because they look like a dark red. Those are worth 25, and they are the most valuable gems in the game. And you won't be finding them very often. Well... Oh.
Sparks, the dragonfly following you around is your health indicator, Spyro. The brighter he is, the more hit points you have.
I forgot Zoe was even standing over there. But yeah, Sparks does act as your health bar for the game. It's gold, then green, then blue, and then non-existent. So you go it takes 3 hits to go from gold to non-existent. And if Sparks is non-existent, when you get hit, you lose a life and you go back to either the beginning of the level that you're on, or the last place where you met Zoe and she's at you, whichever applies.
Sorry, Spyro. I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
Something tells me I don't have enough. I don't have enough. But we can still keep exploring to get some gems. And I know just how to do that. We're gonna have to do that by talking to Hunter up here.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press X and hold it down to get more hang time.
Okay, sounds simple enough. This is basically your jumping tutorial for the game. And before you tell me, well, you kind of mentioned how to do in the last video, this is not only rather important, but you get something out of it.
Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press X to jump, then press X again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
Alright. This should be simple to do. Didn't need to press triangle there, but I decided to go ahead and do it anyway.
Nice job! Now try to do a hover. Press X to jump, then press X again to glide. Then when you reach the end of your glide, press triangle to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
And that was what I was talking about earlier. Me pressing triangle to do the hover. And it does give you extra height and distance, especially if you're very, very close to a ledge. So let's try it out. I said let's try it out. Can't believe my momentum carried me off the edge there. That was lame. And if you mess up...
To hover, press triangle during your glide. Make sure to wait until you're near your target before you hover. Don't forget to press forward on the D-pad or the analog stick when you hover.
You have this explained to you again until you get it. Now we've tried it out.
Very good. Now for the hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the D-pad or analog stick when you hover.
And now to put everything together. Let's do this.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
And we now have another orb. I told you there was something good to get out of this.
I'm just taking a break right now. I've got to rest for the next big race in Ocean Speedway.
And that actually is a real place that we will be seeing later on. But it is kind of cool to see if they have anything else to say. And getting little nonsensical or unnecessary or unimportant blurbs like that. How much do I have now? 401. Son of a gun. And this is as far as I can go as far as exploration goes. So I will have to go somewhere. I have two places that I can go to. There is Idle Springs, and there is Colossus. I'm going to go ahead and go with Colossus for right now. Well, that guy got eaten, but every time you enter a new level, you get a little opening cutscene. This kind of gives you a little taste of what to expect, but if you really want to know what you're doing, just talk to the first person you meet.
A Yeti has been rampaging around our home, but we've managed to trap him by shutting all the doors. If you talk to the other brothers, they will open the gates and guide you to him.
So apparently we're in what looks like a Tibetan monastery, or the Avalar equivalent of a Tibetan monastery. And apparently they have a Yeti problem. So we're going to have to go through the level, fight off these goats with either a charge or a flame. I suggest a flame because that way you don't risk getting hit yourself trying to fight them. And let's not forget to get these things as well, because those are so easy to forget. And this penguin-looking thing is our fodder. And I forgot to mention, when you have Sparks around, Sparks will grab the gems for you. If he's non-existent, if you've lost them and you're one hit away from dying, you have to pick them up yourself, and it can feel annoying.
By concentrating, I should be able to open this door for you. The door's open. Leave me alone. I'm trying to meditate.
I love the little chants that they do. That stuff never gets old. And here's a yak. The yaks cannot be charged. You will have to use your flame. Also, they try to roll into you like Sonic the Hedgehog. Not sure why, they just do. And I want to see if there's anything else that I can get while I do this. Apparently not. Huh. It's a good thing I went back because I forgot all about these jars here. Good to know.
Who needs a key when you know how to chant like this?
And I forgot to talk about the map as I'm doing this. Different areas are different colors.
Enemies like those yaks are too big to be charged. Your flame attack should easily take care of large enemies.
As I said earlier. As I was saying, different areas of the stage will be different colors, just to tell them apart. That little flashing yellow spot there, that is where your main objective is. You want to go to it if you want to get the talisman, obviously. As for the little flashing light down there near the lower right-hand corner of the map, that is me, and the direction that the cone, the little flashing light cone, kind of spreads out towards, that's the current direction that I'm facing.
Hey, look what I can do.
And you will have to talk to this guy to get all the things in here. I'm going to go ahead and turn the map off because that is going to be a distraction. I kind of know where stuff is. Matter of fact, I will be explaining where stuff is because, again, I'm going to try to do 100%. I will get that later. That little extra life there. For now, I'm going to go around the top part here. Try to get all the stuff here. Does Zoe say anything here?
Remember Hunter's advice. You will glide farthest if you press the X button at the very top of your jump.
I think I have to go here for something. Yeah, I do have to go here for something. Let's go ahead and get everything in the lower level for now. Already up to 11 lives here. I'll have a lot more once I'm done with the first world, though, believe you me. That probably leads back to... No, that leads to further into the area, I think. No, that was where we talked to Zoe. I forgot to explore that area, as well as this little pit underneath. Thankfully, it's not a bottomless one. It does contain some gems, though. We will need them. Even though we're already past the 500 we need to learn how to swim. And I missed a whole ton of enemies here, too. Let's go ahead and talk to Zoe again.
Each time you defeat an enemy, it will release a spirit particle. The spirit particles will activate the power-up in that world. If a power-up is inactive, you need to defeat more enemies.
Spirit particle, that was what they were called. Well, I was pretty close in the first video. And judging by the 11 here, we need to have defeated 11 enemies before the thing can be powered up. For now, though, we're just going to have to continue on here. And apparently we do have to talk to that guy after all, if we want to continue. Memory of this game is getting a little hazy. Let's go ahead and get up here. It's a good thing we went back to explore more of the area because I would have easily missed that stuff anyway. Anyway, we have some more ghosts that we can fight off and get rid of. And we're getting pretty close to the end of the area here. Let's go ahead and...
Even though I'm a vegetarian, I think you should kill that Yeti. He's pretty tough, though. In fact, I'm not so sure you're up to it.
I find it funny that the dialogue box says torch, but he says kill. Interesting. Wonder why that is. But anyway, we go in here. We kind of expect a boss battle. When we do this, though,
I thought the Yeti was tougher than that. I guess he was all bark. Anyway, I was just guarding our sacred talisman to make sure the Yeti didn't eat it.
And instead, he stomped so hard that he caused a statue to fall down on him, crushing him, which in turn created enough force to shatter the nearby windows. Wish we can actually walk through and get some gems. We also have something new to play around with, ice. You cannot stand still on ice. You will walk in the direction, or slide rather, or skate I guess, in the direction that you are currently facing. You will constantly have to use left and right to guide Spyro through the ice. And when you reach a platform like that, Spyro will stop and you'll be able to jump. There's a thing we can do here. I won't be doing it quite yet. Let's see how we're doing. I know I'm about 20 minutes in. Okay, 255 out of 400, 11 out of 13. So that Yeti dying did count as a spirit particle. Good to know. Because we'll be taking advantage of what those spirit particles gave us in the next video. Join me next time where I go through more of Colossus and try to get everything that there is to get in the level before we go back to Summer Forest. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!